Alright guys, let's have a look at what is essentially a two-way speaker setup. Now on this one, up here on the top, I have it cut off at 3000 hertz and up. On the bottom, we have it cut off with a low-pass filter of 3000 hertz and down. The top one is using a high-pass filter of 3000 hertz and up. Both of them are at a 24 dB roll-off. Together, they sound like this. Now, I'm going to drop out the tweeters. Now, I'm going to just play the tweeters. Now, you're missing all those drums, right? Now, one key thing to note is you'll hear some lower frequencies slipping in there. This tweeter is designed to play 3000 hertz and up. Okay. Now, whenever I play just the 6-inch or 6.5 down here, you hear this. So you're hearing a lot of highs in there too, little clippy highs. You're hearing the bottom of the cymbals. You're hearing most of the information. So the idea is down here you're getting most of the information. And up here you're only getting the accents to make it all sound nice and clean. The problem with this setup is at higher volumes, these drivers down here are doing a lot of work and they're going to be experiencing issues. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's see here. I'll try to show you what I'm talking about. So we will go in. We're going in, baby. Alright. So we've gone in a long ways. Let me find my slider here. Now, what you see right here is a bass note. Okay? This big wave, this is a bassy note, a low note. And what you see attached to that note are these little squiggles right here. These are higher notes. So this driver, while it's playing this big bass note, is also having to play these higher notes. And that's going to end up, whenever you end up distorting a little bit on one, it's going to cause that to saturate the whole thing. Now up here in the tweeter realm, since we are playing an MP3, we're going to have a digital breakdown, which you'll see here in a second. Let me go in a little deeper on the tweeter. You see how it turns to dots? Okay. But the point is, see how clean it's playing? It's just playing this tiny wave. It's able to reproduce that really well. No real accents on top of what it's doing, just the up and down portions. Whereas this driver's having to do both. All right, so let's take a look at a three-way setup in the same light here. All right, so now we have a three-way setup. Let's give them all a listen together. That sounds pretty good. Now let's try solo in just the tweeters and see if I got that right. Yeah. Okay, so there's just your tweeters. All right. Now we will solo the mids. This would essentially be your threes. And then we'll solo the door, the big 6-inch. Now you notice a lot less information in here, right, than last time? All right. So now what about them? What's different now? Well, let's select that. Let's unsolo. And let's zoom in here. Getting close. Alright. So now, with the same Humpty Humps you saw before, you see there's not as much going on here on these humps. It's a lot more just bassy notes. Not near as much information as riding on those waves. And that's what we're looking for. And if we go to the mid action, zoom in tighter, you can see a similar effect. It's just pretty much a single frequencies are being trying to reproduce. It's not trying to reproduce highs or extreme lows. This guy's handling these big low notes. This guy's handling the middle stuff. Nice and clean and easy for that driver to reproduce. Same thing with the tweeter. The tweeter, we got to zoom in a little more, but you can see how it has those nice little clean waves. This guy has nice clean waves. Look at that. And this guy has nice clean waves. This is what you want to see. This is why a three-way set is better in most every regard than a two-way set. But it's not a perfect world, because now we have to find a place to put this driver, and this driver, and have your ear think all the sound is coming from out in front of you. And the problem is your ear tends to hear this driver separate from this driver. So, yeah, there's always problems to sort out. But this is the idea. And this is how you would split it up. So in this case, I did 300 hertz and down all the way to the floor on this guy. I did 300 hertz to 3,000 hertz on this guy. And then I did 3,000 hertz and all the way to the sky on this guy. And the end result is pretty good. Anyway, guys, if you found this helpful, be sure and hit that subscribe button. I just wanted to run another one of these. I did this in the past, and I found it very informative and interesting, so I thought I would do it again. Now, I could break this down even further and go down to 4 and 5 way, but you guys get the point. This is what you're looking for. A speaker being able to only work on a certain job and not have to try to do multiple jobs is going to make it more efficient and overall cleaner output. I hope y'all found it helpful. Thanks, guys. Peace.